Welcome to the river walk that is running down the middle of San Antonio, the River City. So as I'm riding my bike around San Antonio, I've got my water bottle and it is running low. And I'm thinking, man, the duration of my bike ride is going to be determined on whether or not I have water. And right now during COVID season, I quite don't want to refill my water bottle with some of the water fountains, you might agree. And so I'm thinking about, man, I wish you could drink the water in the river walk. I mean, I wish it was not as nasty, stanky, goose poop filled as it is. But it's like, what if you could imagine like overflowing, constant source of water? What if that was it? That's kind of what Jesus is when he describes himself to a woman who's at a well. And she's a woman who's got like more bad romance in her past than Lady Gaga. And she's at the well in the middle of the day when no one else would be there, no one else to shame her. But Jesus shows up and he asks her for a drink. Can you imagine being the woman that Jesus asked you for a drink? And she questioned him too, going, hey, I'm like, there were some racial tensions between, Jesus was a Jew and she was a Samaritan. So she says, hey, well, who are you to be asking me for water? I'm a Samaritan. And the conversation keeps going on, and Jesus lets her know that, I've got some water that you can have and you'll never be thirsty again. So she's like, sir, give me this water. Where do you get that kind of water? And he says, I am that wellspring of life. I am that everlasting water that always satisfies, never runs dry. That is Jesus. So I'm thinking, when time seems so scarce and our human limited resources seem so unavailable, and we panic because, well, man, if it runs out, what then? The beauty of Jesus, he never runs out on us, never walks away from us, but in fact, he pursues us. So I hope today that you would run towards Christ, who is the living water. And then I'm thinking also, allow me to jump subjects for a second. I'm thinking when Jesus promised us a place with him in his kingdom in heaven, and he says in the description of heaven in the book of Revelation, it says like there's a river running right down Main Street, like right down the center of town. And I'm thinking like how beautiful, but how are you gonna get around? Do you have to have boats like you're in Venice, or is it gonna be like Jesus walking on the water again and inviting his disciples like Peter, going, hey man, come out to me, you can walk on the water here? So I think living in San Antonio is possibly good dress rehearsal for someday something so much better in heaven, where there is water and it is crystal clear. And I'm just kind of assuming, but I bet you can even walk on it in heaven. But until that day, let's be about the good news of sharing the good news with those who don't know about Jesus Christ as the wellspring of life, who is the way and the truth and the life. All right, God bless you.